at that point. You just
Excuse me, sir. Please stop staring at me. What are you, a fucking asshole? Oh my god!
yeah.
Oh man, the worst I had training wise was probably McDonald's, and it wasn't even like how to treat someone. They didn't give a shit how you treated anybody. It was more like
Oh God.
you need to get their order in 15 seconds or less, and you need to get their money out in 15 seconds, and you need to get them to the second window by the time of minute.
Yeah.
I had all the cars memorized because there's a camera.
I've heard about that, and that's why you have a period of time for people in the drive-through to stay there, and that's why they always tell you just park over there to the next one.
Oh my
That
god, yeah.
way,
That's why they do it.
yeah.
They also train you to hit the button saying you're finished much before you're finished. And you have to have all of the meals memorized so that you can pack them while it's not on the screen anymore.
Oh, that's
so much in that job.
That's why they fuck up so much. All right.
That's why. And if
I
you
did
jump back
not
to the
know that
previous
one.
screen, it'll screw up all their numbers.
I did not know that one. Holy fuck. Okay.
Oh yeah.
That's
That one kind
And then
of
they yell
sucks.
at you.
skilled
That
labor.
one kind of sucks. Yeah, it really is. It's like in my job, like I got like 10, 15 freaking tacos, but one has no onion, one has no jalapeno, one has to be with corn tortillas, the other one with flour tortillas, the other one no sauce, nothing on it. And then you got to memorize all that because then you have more tickets coming up nonstop, and you're just trucking, you're just going at it. If you fuck up, like, okay, then you're behind.
Yeah. Well, imagine me taking all of your tickets down and going, "You got it, right?"
Yeah, at that point, what we do is grab all the tickets, toss them away, and ask the chef, "What do you need?" I
Oh boy.
need this taco. Okay, make it. Here you go. What's next? I did that 2 weeks ago. We had the Astro game plus volleyball teams, and shit was mayhem. Like the ticket machines were nonstop running, running. Like I could hold the tickets, all the tickets coming in from here to my car, and that's telling you I'm on a second floor, and then, and the
Just so you know,
tickets were
because we have no idea how far the distance is. It's far.
it's far.
Sounds like a struggle.
And I got so pissed off and stressed off hearing the machine. I grab all the tickets, toss it away, and turn off the machine. And I told them, "Tell me what you need. I don't need to know anything that's coming in because you get stressed the more you hear the machine popping up with the tickets
Mm-hmm.
because you hear it nonstop and you're like, oh my fucking god, when is this going to finish?"
Yeah.
And
That was my job too.
you're like literally 8 9 hours just pumping out. And the only good thing about it is that once it finishes, you think only half an hour passed by, and almost your day is already through, and second shift is gonna come in.
That sounds like how I used to definitely accidentally unplug the phones at Party City. It definitely, like, the cord fell out under the desk and we just didn't notice and just thought no one was calling. And that's definitely what happened, like, a lot.
Oh god. Man, when I was working at that golf course, that's exactly what my job was, to immediately respond to a ticket that came in. And when there's just too many tickets up there, the poor chefs are like struggling and they just expect you to start shouting the food at them. And
Yeah.
I was never good at that.
Yeah, that's called the expo. You gotta
Yep.
tell them what's coming in and all this stuff, and you gotta
Well, that was
take
my
care of.
job in addition to taking all the food out.
So you were.
So I would have to run it all out to all the tables and sprint back there as fast as I could.
Oh
Tickets were coming
god.
out.
Expo plus runner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's an awful combination.
Yeah, that was my job. And then the manager would like jump in when I wasn't in there, but he'd tell them all different like organized order of things. So poor chefs, man. We had a hot meeting that went crazy. Not only that, they all ordered the same food, like every single one of them. But here's the thing: they ordered this weird, like, mushroom skillet thing that took 1,000,000 years to cook, and we only had like 6 skillets, and there was like 45 of them, and they all ordered this damn skillet, right? And so we literally had to
What the fuck?
serve them and then immediately bring them back and wash them and serve them again. It was the worst. The worst.
I would have
Or-
just grabbed. Instead of a skillet, I would have just tossed all that shit on bowls and sent
I was
it.
literally telling them, I was like,
Bucket.
just cook it in the skillet and then dump it out into something else.
Yeah, put it on the freaking bowl and that's it. Send it out. Done.
Yeah, and it was a huge struggle because they didn't speak English very well, and I was the only one that even spoke a little Japanese.
Oh god.
The only other person that spoke any Japanese at all was the chef.
Oh shit.
So we were both like, what is happening? And then the servers come in and they're like, I don't even know what the fuck they're trying to order. I was like, I guess I'll go out there and deal with that too. So it was just me doing the waitressing and the serving and the calling of the food.
That's insane. That's
Oh, it was good.
insane.
It was real good. And then they don't tip, right? Because they're from Japan and Japan doesn't tip. So the waitresses were so angry.
Oh
They were
god.
like, there were like 50 men in here.
Demi, I want you to notice something right now. Look at Dave's face.
What? It's a good face.
Look how he's laughing, right? It means that everything that we have said so far, it's been streamed.
New record.
I don't care.
Record.
It's
At this point, I just let it go.
been live about 7 minutes.
I
What
know.
difference does it make?
I've been live for more than that. Don't worry.
7 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, I
Just
just
a
made
little.
fun of Honda. Sorry.
Hey! Everybody
That's
goes
it.
like,
I had that, yeah. That's him passing Honda in the hallway. Hello.
Whoops.
That's all right. It's a new record. We set a record.
hey, let's go.
But what episode is this? Episode number 29.
29.
This one's called And One for All. Based on a continuation of the last episode. Last time, we were trying to sneak our way across the desert wastes of Tarsaria with a new Dwarven Ranger friend, Derek, and his camel Cricket. Been trying to avoid bug scouts and hunters that are apparently very good at tracking living things that are still surviving in the wastes. We use a combination of spells and transforming into various animals, passing without trace, walking on water for some reason. Seems to have helped. Snuck for quite a while, but in the U-turn that we had to make to get back to the forest and get back out of these wastelands, we ran into bug patrols. Ran away for a little bit, but eventually did have to fight one. After defeating it, everybody ran further. More bugs came and tore that bug apart and stored it in their own sort of biological pouches, not unlike a marsupial. And then as we were fleeing, as Derek would refer to it, the judge emerged out of the sands to the north with a loud ringing cicada noise, and it said, "Our kingdom comes." And that's where we left off. So I
Crazy
believe
shit.
in our current state, we're fleeing, running.
Yes, sir.
Derek is on Camelback. He has Hajate with him. Kriv is a camel at this point. I think this is the second transformation of the day.
Yes.
And Ravi and Arstan are riding on Kriv. And you are fleeing from bugs that may or may not be chasing you still at this point. You can still see this big towering behemoth. Based on what Derek told you before about the attack on New Sanctum, the city itself, The judge was about 200 feet tall and wide, and just tore open the steel walls that surround the city, and came in and took everybody from the inside. But the judge that you're seeing now, based on the distance that it is from you, and the proportional shift that you notice from that, is even bigger than that. It's probably standing closer to 350 feet tall and just as wide.
Sheesh.
You've got this drowning noise of the cicada hum in your ears. If you even tried to talk to one another, you wouldn't be able to hear it. You can't hear the camels that you're riding. You can't hear the sand shifting underneath their feet. It's just that cicada hum. And then the ground will start to shake beneath your feet. Let's have Kriv make a dex save, just to not fall over.
Oh, what? I just heard save.
Make a dexterity saving throw. And I'll make one for Cricket. Cricket's going to be okay.
I still threw Bardic Inspiration at that.
Is it still?
I'm Crib's a camel. Bardic Inspiration.
Is it just? It's just a straight roll if I'm a camel, right?
You could add your dexterity modifier for camel.
Do I have to?
What do they have? You do have to.
Okay, it's still good. It's an 18, even without Bardic Inspiration, which I'll save for the next one.
Okay. So you keep your feet and you keep running. You kind of stagger for a second, but you do, you don't turn your camel ankles or anything terrible like that. You keep moving, but a big plume of dust and dirt and sand starts to erupt around the judge. It's already still many miles off to the north. You could see it start to kind of sink back down into the ground. And I would like everyone to make a perception check. See if you see anything else.
Boy, I should have to look with my eyes.
15 for Ravi.
I got a 15 as well.
Ooh.
10.
10 and 18?
8, just 8.
And 8, okay, yeah.
I have a -1 for wisdom right now.
Camels aren't paying attention. Your eyelashes are too beautiful. You're focused on those when you're looking around.
We got a lot going on right now.
Ravi and Arvistan, Kriv and Hajate have their focus on the giant, monstrous bug that's now digging its way back into the ground. Ravi and Arvistan, you kind of turn to look in the direction that everyone's running. Kriv is running and not looking where they're going, which is probably not the best move. But when you turn and look that way, something catches your eye. The sky is darkening over there.
Can I make a check to determine what it is?
I'll give you a choice. You can make a nature check, or you can make a religion check.
I will do a religion check.
How would he know?
I probably don't. It's an 11.
Okay. You're not 100% certain, but your best guess tells you, because you've seen something to this effect before, that you're about to encounter the dragon storm. The way that the clouds don't bring rain with them, and that there is purple lightning arcing in between, seems to suggest that. And that's in the direction that you're going, and it is coming towards you.
Sweet.
The dragon storm that when I got Luna? That same thingy?
I will call out. Dragon storm incoming!
Are you sure that's what it is? I see. All I see is black purple thingy coming our way. I'm scared.
I don't know, but that's what it looks like.
Oh,
and Hajate, you can't hear Ravi. He's too far away.
I was going to say, I love how he's screaming at Arvisan right in front of him.
Both of us are like,
He's got to scream. That cicada noise is still thrumming in your head, although it is diminishing very slowly over time, gradually going away. So he gets louder and louder in your ear, Arvistan.
what should we do? What should we do? And stop screaming at me! We're close!
We gotta keep going, I think. That's the only plan?
But it's gonna hit whatever that thing is. It's gonna hit us.
I'd rather fight another electric monster thing than that. And I'll point in the direction of the giant amalgamation worm.
You rather fight that? I'd rather fight nothing.
I don't think that's an option.
Oh God!
Hachite's just got the girl from Ipanema playing in her. That's some elevator music.
I'm just hanging out. It's probably more like.
There's a very scary big bug. Kriv, when you hear the two guys on your back arguing about it, you'll be able to turn and shift and look where you're going and see this happening also.
Oh, you look forward now?
Hey.
But Kriv cannot respond to your conversation in camel form.
Cameling.
Can't do
Just-
anything.
Derek is aware of the storm that you're riding into and is ignoring that danger and continues to go in that direction.
Got
Cool.
something for this. Don't you worry.
Oh, well,
That's the end of Kriv. Take off from there.
hope
Are you
they
guys,
have a camel on fire or something.
are you planning on attempting to change your trajectory, or are you satisfied with riding into a massive lightning storm?
Oh,
Back. I have a camel.
I like it. I think we gotta keep... Because, just to be clear, the monstrosity is to the north and the south. There are bugs everywhere kind of behind us coming this way still. And then just north of us is just the storm. So there's no really like, let's turn to the right, and we just escape both of them, correct?
There's no good way to get out of there.
Okay.
The only way, like, you guys are sort of heading west, or west-ish. That's the direction that the storm is approaching you from. To your north, you've got the large, the giant bug. To the east, kind of behind you, is where you saw all those hunters and stuff before. And to the south is where you were fleeing from in the first place. So there's no happy direction to go in.
In that case, I think we just keep going the same direction. Never gonna change trajectory.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess.
The storm is swift, and it approaches you, and as it comes, you feel the wind change direction to match it. It starts blowing in your face. It starts blowing all your hair back, so no matter what your perception checks were, there's no way to avoid its notice now. Even when there's something way more pressing, it seems to be nearby, although that judge is sinking further and further down and out of sight. So there's less and less to see in that direction. And as you turn and see the storm, it is wider than it is long almost. It doesn't stretch all the way down to the horizon. You can see that there's a break behind it. And it's almost like it's gliding at you with a massive pair of cloudy wings. And as it gets closer, a big peal of lightning stretches out from the inside of it all the way out to the outer edges. And you see this form of a lightning forming the skeleton of a massive dragon. All purple and white, opens its jaws and unfurls its wings. And you kind of get the impression of it. It all hangs for just an instant to show you its entire size. And then the cloud swoops down.
ah!
What the hell?
Hey, Derek, do you think this is to stop bugs?
He'll scream at you. Hold on for dear life!
Cool. Awesome.
And he clutches Cricket by her neck and nuzzles all the way down inside.
Oh, no.
I see him doing that to Cricket, and I just mimic him and do the same thing to Kriv.
Oh,
Yep.
hugging.
Grab those bronze curls and just tuck yourself in. And you're all going to get subsumed in this sort of dark cloud. It's like being in a thick fog. And you kind of lose sight of where you are. You can't see much more than like 10 feet in front of you. Both camels are separated at this point. You can't see the other
Cricket
camel.
acting scared. Sorry.
Cricket is well trained. Cricket is a ranger too, right? In a lot of
Ranger
ways.
Cricket.
So when Derek gives an order and he uses physicality of himself, he's a trained camel rider. Cricket follows, and they do what they're supposed to be doing. He continues to move forward. You do lose sight also of Shell and Luna, who are running alongside.
I'm going to cast light on the ball part of my mace and try to like hold it up as a beacon to try to give the others an indication as where we are.
Oh, you better hold on, Buckaroo.
Game plan.
How's make yourself a perception check? Go ahead, Kriv.
Are you holding a metal mace up in the lightning storm?
Sure I am.
Yeah. He's covered in metal.
Okay.
I mean, I'm covered in head to toe metal anyway. Like, there's no avoiding it.
That's fair, I guess.
17.
You get the faintest glimmer of that light. And Robbie, do you like when you cast the light spell? You can, of course, dictate what color light it is. Do you make any effort to make that distinct from the colors of the lightning? These bright flashes of white and purple.
If the flashes are kind of purple and white, I would make it like a green light.
Sure. You see that?
I knew it.
Just a glow behind you.
Kind of matches here.
Yeah. Looks like somebody, I'd say like if somebody lit a glow stick and then dropped it to the bottom of a river. Yeah, we've all been there. We all know what that looks like. The wind is going to kick up very heavy inside of the storm itself. And there's a lot of, if you've ever been inside of a thunderstorm before, because we've all been there too.
Yeah.
You know how confusing and how dangerous it could be. So I'd like everybody to make dexterity saving throws.
On a side note, I was in that horrible tropical storm in Florida in an airplane.
It's like that right now.
And you were in that, like, kind of tornado when we were at Disney.
Sure was.
I'm gonna use that bardic inspiration.
21.
I sure wish I had bardic inspiration.
I think you can. Mine's a 15.
I got a 13.
9.
Okay.
Because I have a -1.
Oh god.
I also do.
Oh.
Wait, that was dexterity, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, 13. If it was strength, we'd be in trouble.
So
I'd be way better off if it was strength.
we're going to have varying degrees of falling off of camels and getting blown off of camels.
Oh boy.
And separated from each other to certain degrees. Ravi is going to be thrown from the back of Kriv. You don't take any damage or anything. You just kind of get separated. Kriv keeps running and quickly disappears into the storm. Arvstan, you hang on. So you and Kriv stay together. We don't know where Luna is. We don't know where Shell is. Hajite, you're going to be thrown from Cricket also.
If I'm going down, I'm not going down alone.
As Kriv and Cricket keep running, they're going to get, because those camels are very quick, they're going to get a fair distance away from Hajite and Ravi. So Hajite, you will still see that green glow from Ravi's mace. He's not too far away from where you are right now, but you don't see him proper just yet.
Can we
Good.
hear anything?
Lightning, thunder, and wind peeling everywhere.
Ooh.
Kriv, you keep running. You've got Arstan on your back, but you clearly notice that Ravi has fallen off. And you don't know, I don't know how good your sense of direction is. Could you make a survival check really quick?
A lot of checks today.
Yeah.
Just keep going straight. Just keep going straight, Kriv.
Survival is wisdom. Oh, okay. Ooh, okay. There's some bad ones around wisdom on there. That's a 14.
Okay, you could keep yourself going the way that you're supposed to be going, but you are separated. It's you and Arvistan against the world right now.
So, okay, I'm gonna assume. Well, my idea was just start sprinting after the camel. But assuming that Ravi is sprinting after the camel, and they're all heading the same direction, I think she would run after Ravi probably. In hopes that he's running the same direction the whole time. Please, I hope he's still going straight.
He's got a high wisdom, so let's have him make a survival check and see how his sense of direction is.
19.
All right, he knows where he's going. West.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know he knows where he's going.
Robbie, do you just run after in the direction that the camels are meant to be going?
I'd probably jog. I don't think I'm going to run because at this point I don't think I'm going to catch them. Like, they're camels, they move significantly faster than I do. It makes more sense to save some energy in case I get attacked by something.
Hajite's gonna run after him.
Okay.
Really fast.
Do you try to stay close to him, like within sight of him? Because you have to be like close, like within 5-10 feet of where Ravi is. He's got the glow, so you could locate him and get that close.
I would like to be. You said 10 feet for sight?
Yeah.
That's awfully close. But I don't think I'd be able to understand what direction he's running if I don't physically see him, so. I would probably have to run until I can at least faintly see his torso. Assuming he's slightly lit up, maybe I could be a bit further away.
I mean, you could follow the glow. So there's always that. But following that is mostly you have a direction that it's in, and it gets stronger or weaker depending on how far away you are from him. But as long as you know which direction to go in, you can follow it without much problem.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Kriv and Arvistan, as you're going through the wind and the dark, there is a flash of lightning in front of you that sort of arcs in. Two come from the sides. They come from points and they spread out and then connect and make almost like a semicircle, but it comes to points in the end like that, with a slit down the middle. So like a big eye made out of lightning.
Oh boy.
And as soon as that flashes, it's blinding for a second, but then the storm around you sort of clears, and you see that you're in a little pocket, kind of. The sun, you don't see the sun, but the blue sky overhead lights this up. The storm's all around you, and you're in the eye of the dragon storm.
Whoa.
I thought that was good, and then I sure thought.
And in that eye of the dragon storm, that eye shaped thingy is there looking at us.
It flashed there for a second and then disappeared, and you found yourself in this sort of empty area. You could see the ground. You can kind of see a little bit around you, probably about 40 feet radius around where you are right now. And then the lightning that's, arcing around all within the clouds all around you will make thunderous noises and boom closer towards you. You'll see it all sort of coalesce. And then from several points around you, big bolts arc in to about 10 feet in front of you, a single point, and this sort of lightning beast forms there. It's got almost the form of a dragon, like a wingless dragon, with a long arcing tail and big teeth. And it's always shifting because, it's made out of light and energy, essentially. So it's just this twisting, angry mass.
I look at it and say, I like to play hide and seek, but I think this is too much right now. Who are you?
At the time that is happening, Ravi and Hajate are also going to encounter their own little bolts of lightning, although theirs are within the storm. You see little bits of lightning all coalesce on a single point, and it happens twice. And they make little balls of light with little bits of lightning bolts coming out of them, kind of like a Tesla ball. And there are a couple of those are sort of hovering nearby the two of you. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Oh, nat 1.
There we go.
Wow, you're going into dice jail.
16.
I got a 6.
I got an 8.
Oh god, our rolls are so low.
Frickin' dice jail. Never using him again.
All right. Sorry, I'm rolling your foes at the same time. Could I have everybody repeat their numbers? I know we got a nat 1. That one I know for sure.
Is Derek and Cricket by themselves?
Don't see them.
Don't see them. Okay.
Or Shell or Luna.
I start before all this happened, and obviously
There's no before all this happened. Wait for your turn. What's your initiative roll, Arvistan?
Oh, mine is 6.
6.
8.
Perfect.
It's horrible.
And we got 8. And what did Robbie get?
16.
16. Okay. Okay. Well, perfect. So first, we go to Ravi and Hajate, who are in the thick of it. Wind blowing very hard. Cloud cover, making a thick fog. It's difficult to see. Although, for both of you, these little points of lightning, they're sort of hovering in little balls nearby, are very easy to make out. They are going to approach you. The two each come for one of you, and they're coming closer to you helps illuminate the area that you're in so that the two of you can see each other more clearly, although you don't have a very good idea of your surroundings beyond that. And they're going to arc out little bits of lightning and try to shock you. So one is going to attempt to shock Ravi, and your new armor will help you absorb that, so you don't feel that little shock come towards you. One is going to try to shock Hajate and not succeed. You'll shift your leg at the last minute and it will strike the ground right next to you. Make a tiny little piece of molten glass in the sand. And it will be Ravi's turn. There's like a sentient piece of lightning.
With it being sentient lightning, I'm not going to hit it with my metal weapon. I am instead going to Freyr, strike my foes, and I will cast Guiding Bolt at it.
All right.
Does a 15 hit it?
15 will not hit it. You'll see that guiding bolt light out, and it sort of pierces through the cloud cover. Makes like a tunnel going through the cloud, so for a second you can see it just shoot past this thing and make a little arcing area that you can view, but it quickly coalesces and recovers itself again.
Well, I'm going to... Actually, I'm going to move towards Hazote. If I can see her, I'll start moving towards her.
Sure.
Unless the creature is so close to me that I think it provokes an attack of opportunity.
It's not going to take one.
Okay. In that case, I will move 30 feet or however far away she is.
Right. Within range, well within your movement range. Hajite was not following very far behind. You can get there. What do you do when you get to Hajite?
I'm going to take my bonus action and go, Hazote, are we the only two around here?
Do you need a bonus action to talk?
I mean, I don't necessarily think so, but within the rule set, I'm just taking a bonus action to use that to talk.
He's doing it anyway.
Okay.
There's not anything else I'm going to do with it, so...
Might as well use it, right?
He talked really loud. He was extra loud. All right. Well, can't respond. Am I next?
He came over to you. He's right next to you. You can respond to him if you'd like.
Yeah, I don't know where any of them are. Any of them. I got pretty much lost without the big light, so...
Gotcha. All right.
You know the direction, right? I don't.
I know the direction we were heading, yes. Providing that they haven't changed direction themselves, but we're all heading the same way.
Sick.
All right. Sweet. Hajite, you are next.
Well, I don't want to attack it. We should just go. I can't... I'm unsure. Spitting poison at lightning would be super helpful. I could try. I could thunder at the lightning.
Thunder and lightning are different things.
They are. I don't have a whole lot of moves here. All right, okay. Let's cast Thunder Wave then. And try and get him. We'll do it level 1.
Now you've got Ravi closer over to you. You can sort of put him behind you and target them both with the Thunder Wave at once. So they'll both make Constitution saving throws. They are both going to fail.
Oh, sick. All right. Oh no, I forgot what a D8 was. Ha, you're funny. Okay. It's the pyramids, I think. Ooh. 14.
Okay. So while thunder is not lightning, it's still not very effective. They're going to take half damage off of that. They do get blasted back about 10 feet. And they kind of start to swirl around and regroup.
Okay. And then I think I'll cast Bardic Inspiration on Ravi. And then maybe keep moving forward. I only have with Kriv, and Kriv saved 1, but I think I only put 2 on them. So I should have 4. Yeah, I'm good.
Sure. How do you do
Keep
it?
moving forward, but I don't want to do like a full speed. Maybe half.
How much, like, in what way do you give inspiration to Robbie?
Oh, he's right next to me. Really? Maddie says kiss him on the cheek. I'm gonna give him a high five, but because it's not his turn, he can't respond to it, right? So it's gonna be really awkward, and I'll just be like, okay, and then run away.
Yeah. I was like, hey, you got this, bud. It's, you got this, bud. See ya.
Okay, okay.
And then take off about 15 feet. Puts you on the other side of the lights that are in front of you. So you guys have a little bit of a pincer move on them now.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to stop moving forward. Okay, Ravi, let's keep moving forward. Whoa.
Okay.
You don't need to hang out.
Okay. Next will be the sort of lightning dragon creature in front of Kriv and Arvistan. It is going to arc and try to pounce and take Arvistan off of Kriv. So it's going to come for you, Arvistan.
No, no, no.
It will hit you. You are going to take 10 points of lightning damage and be thrown from Kriv.
All right, that leaves me at 22 hit points right now.
And then it is Arvistan's turn.
So to throw me off, don't I have like a dexterity saving throw for that or anything like that?
If it wasn't lightning, you would have.
Okay.
But it struck you and pushed you.
All right. What the hell do I do to lightning? I've never faced this before. Huh.
At least you're not a camel right now.
True.
At least.
Okay. How far am I from it right now?
I just hit you, so it's like on top of you, right next to it.
Right next. Okay. I'm gonna take a swing with the double daggers
Sure.
on it. So first dagger, it's gonna be 16 to hit.
A 16 does not hit it. Swing
What?
with the dagger. You were trying to attack lightning, Arvistan.
All
You have an
right.
extra attack if you'd like to use it.
Yes, I'm going to use the sword and swing it with the sword,
Sure.
and that'll be. Let's see. No, never mind. Misses as well.
Okay. Was that a throw, or did you just try to swing it?
I just swing it.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's nothing else to do. I move towards Kriv
Okay.
to be beside them, and with my bonus action, I start screaming for Luna.
Sure.
Luna, where you at, girl? Where you at? And
Okay.
that's that's all I can do, sadly.
Good move. Good turn from Arvistan. Luna's turn will not be next. We don't know where she is. Kriv's turn will be next.
Cool. I'm pretty sure I have two options. One is nothing.
Always an option.
and 2 is to follow through with my intelligence of 2 and try to bite the lightning. My singular camel attack.
Bite the lightning. I like it.
And I'm honestly, it might do more harm than good, but I will try.
Go ahead. Make an attack roll to bite the lightning. One of the proposed titles for Metallica's famous album that was not used.
It sounds cool. It's not gonna happen. I rolled a 4.
That's not
wait.
going to make it.
+5.
Still not going to cut it. So it's a good bite. You
Just
bite the
biting the
air
wind,
near the
like
lightning.
dogs do. I got nothing else.
That's the attempt. Do you stay near Arvistan, or are you going to separate yourself from him?
Can I like try to look to see if I see our friends like in the distance or anything?
Make perception check.
Perception is wisdom. 9.
You can see about 40 feet until it becomes, thick dark cloud again. And within that radius, in this little sort of battlefield that you're in, you don't see anyone but you and Arvistan.
Do the little lightning dragons look cooler than my lightning dragon?
They look bigger and more menacing, but I wouldn't say cooler. Pretty close.
Just better. Not cooler, just better.
They're like stronger, they like do more damage, and they have more abilities, and they're more attractive, but not cooler. Is that it for Kriv?
I have no other options available to me.
They're just stronger and bigger and more attractive and prettier, but not cooler.
They're way more fun to hang out with.
Not cooler. They make more money, but they're not cooler.
This is a very humbling moment for Kriv, can I just say? Because I know it hasn't come up, but Kriv does worship this cloud that is attacking us. Not been a good few weeks.
This is rough for everybody, Kriv. You're not alone. Don't worry. They're having a hard time with it. We'll go back to those little wisps of lightning that are attacking Ravi and Hajate. They will again split and try to attack each of you individually. One that tries to shock Ravi will again not succeed. And one that tries to shock Hajate this time will.
Well, that's not very nice.
Rude out of 10.
I know, right?
You will take 10 points of lightning damage.
Oh! Oh! Robbie, help! That's no bueno.
Little spark of lightning. You see Hajate's skeleton for a second.
Whoa! That's probably cool.
Damn.
There's a snake in there.
It's a cool snake skeleton. There are bones in her arms. You didn't know for sure, but it's confirmed now.
Well, that's good.
Noodles!
And then it's Ravi's turn again.
Yo.
I will summon my spiritual weapon.
Sure.
I'll try to attack one with that.
Freyor's great sword will appear in between the two wisps. Which one would you like to go for? There's one on you and there's one on Hajate.
The one on Hajate.
Okay.
And that'll be a 23.
That will hit it. See the magical sword cleave through. There'll be a flash as it hits this little ball of lightning.
11 damage.
All right. sort of unexpected. It's weird to see lightning take damage, but it's exactly what happens. That's how magic works, buddy.
Does he stutter and fall backwards?
It sort of dims for a second
Oh.
and then sparks out again and regrows itself.
I will then retreat back to, again, back by Hazate to keep our moving in the direction of where we're going thing going.
Okay. Hajate, what would you like to do?
Cry.
You can do that. That's for free.
Oh, thank goodness. I would like to cry fight. Yeah, I was just like, how do you fight a storm? There's probably infinite little balls in it. Ah. Think I could whisper to it? Think I could whisper at it, Robbie?
I don't know if it can hear, but it's worth a shot.
Alright. Okay, so Dissonant Whispers. Still at level 1.
Let me check it and see if it can hear
Just
as
trying
well.
Just trying to see what spells work before using higher levels. This could go horribly wrong. I could yell at the lightning.
I see. Okay. So there is no requirement in the Dissonant Whisper spell for it to be anything.
Oh!
That's how magic works again.
Sick.
So it'll make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, how smart is lightning?
Smart enough.
Oh, shit! Well, that sucks.
Could also consider that this is not a separate entity from the rest of the storm itself.
That's very true. I can't use that yet.
Bullying, my god.
Bullying! Oh, dude. They took Dissonant Whispers off my list. That one doesn't affect even if they save, right?
No.
Okay.
They save, there's no effect at all.
Okay. For some reason, it got taken off Bard Spells level 1.
Oops.
I know.
That's a go-to. Whispering at people.
Is it taken away? Okay. I suppose I will keep moving.
All right. Keep pace with Ravi, or do you run ahead of him?
Let's just keep pace. Did you say how fast you were going?
I mean, I wasn't moving with any great speed, no.
Okay.
Like, the way it was in my mind is that you were retreating, casting a spell, I was attacking, then retreating to you.
Okay. So Ravi's next to you at this point.
Okay. Because it's turn-based, it's very awkward running.
Yeah.
But,
In a cinematic sense, you guys are running and you're slinging spells over your shoulders. And
yeah.
okay.
I'll just safely assume I'm moving about 20 feet per turn.
Okay.
Get stabbed or something.
That works. Is that all for Hazate?
Can we see any sort of changes in the storm heading the direction that we were previously heading?
There's very little.
Where Arviston and Kriv might be?
There's no indication of that in your current position. The only really notable thing is that there is not anything notable happening in this area of the storm. It seems like, knowing that the storm has its own will, that it seems to be focused somewhere else right now.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. The lightning dragon in the eye of the storm will sort of rear up. It arcs its back, stands up on its hind quote-unquote legs, the bolts that seem to be making that shape. Draws power from the outside of the storm, and coming in from the clouds, it will be shocked by a few more bolts of lightning, and then it will do a move that Kriv might be familiar with, open its lightning mouth and send a bolt out at the two of you.
No.
So I'd like you both to make dexterity saving throws.
$19.
That is a 5.
Okay. So Arvstan will succeed on his dexterity saving throw. Kriv will fail. As a result, Arvstan, you will take 8 points of lightning damage. Kriv, you will take 16.
I am no longer a camel. So the damage carries over, right? Whatever.
The excess,
Can't
yes.
take. Okay.
Which is how much then?
Back to Kriv. I am at 17 as Kriv because I wasn't at full to start with when I turned into a camel. Because of the last fight.
How much damage did you say that I would take?
8 points of lightning
8 point.
damage. Kriv, you're at 17 now after being breathed on with lightning?
Yeah, only one carried over, so.
Okay. That works. It will be Arvstan's turn.
All right, I'm at 14 hit points. That's interesting. Obviously, I'm not gonna hit it or doing damage to it. It's not gonna do anything. So I'm gonna straight up and try to talk to it and say, "What's your business with us? This is the second time that you have attacked us. What do you want?" That'll be it. That's my move.
That's it?
Yep. There's no way I'm gonna hit lightning. And I tell him, "Show yourself if you're not a coward." That's it.
Okay,
I'm just gonna see you guys. I'm gonna die.
Not a coward?
But
You just got struck by lightning.
yeah.
A coward.
Yeah, and bonus action is gonna be wussy. That's it. That's what I put.
Arvstan has just made the most important decision he's ever made in this entire campaign.
Yep. I'll be working on my next character, guys. It was nice knowing you.
All by himself. Like always.
Let's see. I don't know if I have enough die for this.
I
Oh,
get
no,
my
I'm good.
turn.
The Dragon Storm's going to take a legendary action.
Oh!
I don't even get to back away from him yet when he says
You can do at the end of any creature's turn. And Arvstan is going to be struck with a bolt of lightning.
Peace.
So, just a moment, please. I have some math to do.
How many dice?
14.
10 of them?
16.
16 dice?
Yeah.
You are dead.
I am like dead. Like that's the end of my character.
Let's see. Because who knows? Okay. You take 82 points of lightning damage. Arvstan is dead.
like dead.
Super
Yeah,
dead.
100% dead.
Like not even
100% dead.
unconscious, just dead.
Dead. I'm dead. That's more than my hit points.
Yeah.
He insulted a god and was struck by lightning and died.
Almost
Whose
like
turn?
you could have seen that one coming.
Right?
Didn't have to happen.
Oh.
And folks at home, don't blame me. I didn't do that. We know who did that.
We know who did that. You're right.
That's
Chris-
what we call smote. He was fucking smote.
He was.
That's what we call consequences.
Chicken fried. Chicken fried chicken. Oh my god, what does he look like? Can I see?
He is pretty far
My
away at this
brain
point, I would
food?
imagine still.
Yeah.
Can I
I'd
see
like-
him?
I'd like to see with my brain, please.
Kriv, it's your turn. I'll describe what Arvistan looks like to you now. He still has a body, so there's at least that going for him.
Cool.
But he is, you know how you were struck by lightning,
Yeah.
and it
5
gave you like a
seconds ago.
scar, and your
And before? Yeah.
actual lightning that actually struck you and caused your eye to glaze over, and you got
Yeah.
scars on you from that. There's nothing compared to what just happened to Arvistan. I'd say at least 80% of his head is either burnt, scarred flesh, or from where the strike actually hit him, melted in. Part of his skull is just melted into pieces. You can't see anything on the inside because it's all just black. You can still see parts of his body are intact. His left arm is still there. His left leg still exists, but everything else is blackened, charred, and burned. You can see he's actually burning a little bit still as his body lies there. The flames have a purple hue to them. But it's your turn, Kriv. What would you like to do?
Guess try to put the fire out first.
Sure.
You patter with water or something. I can have some.
You can pat him down. There are harmless sparks that arc to you as you do it. So you could feel like little shocks come off of him. He's like carrying a charge almost right now as you're putting out those bits of fire. But it is just patting down. It's not, a conflagration or anything. You just pat down some fire that's burning. What else would you like to do? I'll give you that one for free.
Well, I have absolutely nothing for dead people. So that's not super a thing I can address right now.
Sure.
Is the like little dragon still there?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I find something that isn't also lightning to attack the lightning with.
What you got?
It would be super funny to do call lightning and just make my own storm, but I don't think that would be helpful. Boy, oh boy. I have a lot of fire. Ooh, okay. Let's try. Because I've never gotten to do it. Burning hands.
Okay.
It's
All right.
a cone that I would like to not include me or Dead Arvistan in.
I haven't seen it, but we can do it. It comes out of your hands.
Correct.
Shoot it out like a
15-foot cone
Hadouken.
from hands.
Perfect. So it will make a dexterity saving throw, which it's going to fail. You'll send out a
Cool.
plume of fire from your hands. I'd almost say, just because I think it seems cool, that as you're putting out the fire on Arvistan, it sort of builds in your hands while you're doing it. It's almost like you're picking it up off of him, and then you
Oh,
turn
that
and
is cool.
redirect it at the lightning dragon thing.
Let me pull another d6. Okay.
I got a question for DM.
Sure.
So with the legendary action, he can just go ahead and thus do his attack before anybody else. After it's done, sorry. After it's done, its attack.
It attacks with a legendary action at the end of any creature's turn.
Okay.
It has a
I was
certain number of
wondering
those,
about that.
but yeah, at the end of your turn is when it took its legendary action. They're a
Okay.
pain. Yeah, you don't like those.
Yeah, you're
Okay,
gonna,
I was wondering about that. Awesome.
you're gonna have to send your mini back to Tanner so he can fix it. That is 11 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah, we'll take all of that. Because that's how magic works, baby.
First time I can use it because this is the one that specifies that things will catch fire if they are flammable, and we're not in the woods anymore.
All right. Yeah, nothing flammable around here. Okay. Anything else from Kriv?
I don't have any bonus actions. I don't know. Yep, I think that's it. I don't know how you help a dead person in a storm. There's no hiding. I got nothing.
Okay. Then we'll go back to the real problem. Ravi and Hajite fighting tiny bits of lightning in the storm. Each will try to make an attack against each one of you. So,
So sad.
coming for Ravi, we will have a shock that will miss. Give him his armor, man. He's got that 19 AC. He doesn't care anymore. Perfect. And the one attacking Hajite will miss also. Then it's Ravi's turn. So you guys are running, and these things are flying behind you, and they are very fast.
Correct. Same plan as last time. I'm gonna try to hit it with my magic greatsword and then retreat.
Okay. We attacking the same one, the one that's been targeting Hajite?
Correct.
Okay.
That is going to be a 27.
That will hit also.
That will be that'll be 11 damage.
All right. You'll see that one fizzle and then kind of burst. And the lightning sparks will kind of dissipate out into the cloud and shoot off at the speed of light in other directions. Which leaves one little lightning ball remaining. Anything else from Ravi? I think your greatsword is a bonus action.
That is true. But I want to reserve most of my spells in case I need to do healing, and because I already used one of my 3rd level spells, I'm just saving on to them for now.
Okay. Hajite will be next.
Hey, Ravi, I just had a thought. So, if we destroy both of these things, right? What if the storm gets mad or something? Like, what if it goes, I sent 2 things, and now they're dead. I should send other things. And I don't like that feeling. Part of me thinks we should leave the other one alive.
Are you scared? It's not like something happened to me, you know?
I don't know anything about that. I'm just
I
saying,
know.
storms are mean. And I don't trust it. And if the storm is concentrated somewhere else, which the god of this land told me a minute ago, and suddenly the focus goes, I don't want that. That's not what I want. I'd rather be struck by mini baby lightning.
I mean, I understand that, but unfortunately, it's a war of attrition that we still lose.
God damn it.
Just dying a slow, horrible death as bolts of mini lightnings eventually attack us until we are slowly fried to a crisp.
To a crisp. Alright, fine. I'm gonna whisper at it again.
All right. And
If this doesn't hit, they're too smart. I can't do this anymore.
they're too smart.
Shit! Man. A waste. Okay. I guess I shall keep a going then.
Okay.
It's not a whole lot I could do, casting a spell and going, did it hit ya? And then it's a no every time, so. Yeah. We'll just keep a moving, I guess.
All right. Kriv, the lightning dragon in front of you, will lash out with the bolts of its tail and try to smack you with it. It is a critical hit.
Great.
Didn't expect that. All right, perfect.
Robbie, I hope you saved your spell.
What would be 20 points of lightning damage is halved because you have a resistance to lightning damage, so you instead take 10 points.
My singular resistance. Can you repeat that though? You said it was have to.
Half to 10. So what would have been
10.
20 is instead 10.
Oh.
And then what would be Arvistan's turn doesn't count. He doesn't exist anymore. It is Kriv's turn.
Okay. Keep not prepping spells because I'm so all over the place right now. Okay. Um. Um. Boy, that is not helpful. My only big spell is lightning.
You're a lightning person.
But they are also lightning persons?
Yeah, so their stuff's not that effective against you. Did you ever think of that?
Just now, when I about died. I guess. You know what? Let's do Scorching Ray.
Okay, yeah. 3 rays of fire come shooting out from Kriv's hands, each targeted at this lightning monstrosity.
Nope, 2.
Remember,
one
you
of
make an attack roll with all 3, so one's going to
Yeah.
miss, but we still got 2 more.
17.
17 will hit it.
Oh, okay. 11.
All right, that's pretty good.
Is that no? That was the third attack.
Ah, that one will miss.
Okay. I was like, wait, what? Why is the AC lower for this one?
11 damage
Okay.
would have been great.
It would have been great. It's a 3 though instead.
3 damage. Perfect. Less good, but still damage.
Mm.
Anything else from Kriv?
I don't know. Do I see anything changing? Do I see them coming up at all, or literally anything, or does it look like I'm still just alone right now?
You are toe to toe with this creature.
health potions are an action, aren't they?
They are.
Think about that. Everything I have is an action. So, I'm gonna stay here.
Okay. Stand your ground.
Yeah.
Okay.
It probably doesn't mean anything, but I might stand, like, between Arvestein and the thing.
Sure.
Even though that doesn't make actual sense. This is a stressful situation.
That works. Okay. And we'll go to that little wisp of lightning that will attempt to shock Ravi. It's been trying really hard, but still is not going to succeed. You can see it keep hitting that plate armor that you've put on and just sort of radiating across it. You've got some insulation on the inside that's helping you. And it will be Ravi's turn.
We're going to try the same thing that we've been doing previously. That will not hit. That is a 10.
That does not hit it.
I will, however, continue and I'll back up to Hazote and save my spells.
All right. Hazute, what would you like to do? They're very smart, apparently.
First, she's gonna grumble to herself. She's gonna go, mother effing smart balls in the sky. And then she will cast. Damn, because they only take half with thunder.
Half with lightning. And maybe thunder.
I was gonna say I struck them with thunder last time,
Right,
and
yes, half with thunder. Don't do lightning.
don't do lightning at all. Shatter is also thunder, isn't it? Yep, it's thunder. Damn. I'm all the thunders. Alright, well, it is what it is, I guess. We'll cast Thunder Wave again.
All right.
And I'm going to stick to level 1, assuming Robbie's hit it a couple times, so I'm sure it's fine.
It's going to fail its saving throw.
Wow, but it's really smart. What the heck?
Yeah. Just doesn't do well with loud noises, I guess. This is lightning, it's not thunder.
11.
11 damage, really? Okay. Sweet.
Yeah. It's not going to come back to haunt me.
All right.
Yeah, and then I guess I sure hope we're getting closer to something.
Yeah, me too.
I guess we keep freaking moving in one direction and hope it does something eventually.
On the lightning dragon's turn, you'll see all of these bolts of purple lightning within the clouds, Kriv, start to come closer, and they all converge and make this like spider web shift all around you, and then they arc up above you, and again they make that eye shape out of lightning that covers the whole area above you and is looking down on you. And it will say, "Show me your power!" And then strike lightning all around you without hitting you specifically. And then it's your turn, Kriv.
We're gonna do call lightning. Chips, I don't know.
Okay,
Seems to fit the situation if you don't think about it.
sure. Do you call lightning right above this little lightning dragon?
I think what we figured out before was that the cloud is always
it's
above
over.
me, but it's
It's big.
Yeah, like it reaches 60 feet around me.
That's big enough.
Yeah.
So Kriv will cast a spell You're the only witness to this, Kriv. To summon this cloud of lightning, you'll see that when you cast it, the cloud draws from the storm around you. Sort of pulls parts of the cloud in the storm to form above you. And then you'd like to strike lightning on this thing. Do I make a saving throw? Yes. Dexterity saving throw for me is going to succeed, but you still strike with lightning.
Yes, 3d10. That's so many.
Not quite 16, but it's pretty good.
Uh, 8, 9, 3. If I'm counting right, that's just 20.
Yeah,
I'm not good at math, and I'm stressed.
that's
so
20.
I don't trust it. Okay,
You got it.
20. So then half to 10.
So from that cloud, you'll see a very similar to all the other peals of lightning around in this storm. A big bolt come down, strike right next to this creature. You'll see that lightning almost just get soaked right up into it. It goes a little bit brighter for a second and arcs a little bit more. And that lightning sort of forms a set of wings on its back that weren't there before. Is that it for your turn, Kriv?
Yeah. Out of curiosity, was that half then halved again? Like the 10 then halved to 5?
I don't think I will tell you that.
Okay, that's fair. I'll stand real tall and try to look real cool, even though I'm like 3/4 dead.
Okay, yeah. You look real cool, like you do. Because you're fighting a thunderstorm right now, which is a pretty cool thing to do.
With a thunderstorm.
With the same thunderstorm. Fight fire with fire, they say. At the end of your turn, Kriv, you'll hear the storm say to you, "You will enter my tournament of champions." And it'll close in and block you into this dark clouds, and you'll feel the wind and the lightning peel around you. And then the wind all shifts and picks up in one direction, and the whole storm moves east very quickly. You'll see a slightly damaged shell nearby, fighting her own wisps of lightning. You'll see Ravi and Hajate a few dozen feet away. They were very close to where you are. The lightning that was fighting them is gone. Derek and Cricket remain together. And they're ahead of you, of course. But when the storm disappears, they stop and they turn around to look at you. Luna, who is nearby, Shell will come running to you.
I'm gonna run to collect the animals right quick.
Can I just hug Luna? And also yell a lot for Ravi if I can see them.
Luna runs straight for Arvistan's body and starts licking his open palm.
That was not the time, Luna.
Hajate's shell is singed. You can see points where she's been burned by strikes of lightning, but she's more or less okay. She seems less injured and more pissed.
Well,
That tracks.
that's my girl.
Derek will quickly ride over to you, Kriv. And you're calling for Ravi?
Yep.
I will run over, and I will look at the corpse of Arvistan.
Doesn't look good.
I will start fiddling around trying to find the acorn sap thing that we got from the spiritual creatures in the forest. I think he's the one who had it on him.
He is.
Sure, make an investigation check.
$15.
Okay. You were always going to succeed. It's only a matter of how quickly you're able to find it. And that's fairly quickly. You can get less than a minute of searching Arvistan before you find this gift that he received from the spirits in the forest.
I'm going to quickly open it and try to pour some into his mouth.
Okay. His mouth is kind of a relative term, but there is still the area where his mouth is supposed to be. You could start to pour it in there. The effects, if it is successful, should be swift, but not instantaneous necessarily. If you remember when the young Goads boy, what was his name again? I have it written here somewhere.
Was it Deacon?
Deacon Goads.
Oh, you're good.
He had lost his arm, but he had not died. And he was able to regrow his arm with the blood of the fairy deer. So we'll have to see what effect this has. Right now, in the instant, you can't tell.
After I've poured that, I will capsulate it and I will hand it to either Kriv or Hazuch. I think Kriv is probably closer to me, so probably hand it to them. And then I will cast Lesser Restoration on like his face and stuff to try to reform it.
Lesser Restoration. Let me take a look at that.
I don't know if that'll work, but it's the only thing I've got.
I'm not sure either. Let's see. You touch a creature and can either end one disease, he's not suffering from a disease, or a condition, which could be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Would it be better if I was trying to heal him? Like cast heal to, even if it can't like restore his face, but close some of the wounds that are there?
Probably.
In that case, I'll cast Cure light wounds, and I'll do it at the second level.
How many, he's not going to get hit points, but how much would you get?
Yeah, he would get 12.
Okay. So you see...
He's gonna definitely notice something weird and run over there.
We cannot reform Arvistan's skull with the Cure Light Wound spell, or some of the other parts of his body that have also been destroyed. He's got a lot of internal organs that have ruptured. He's kind of pooling in places that he shouldn't be. Some of his ribs have shattered. He's like caved in certain areas. And a lot of the flesh on the side of his body that was struck has kind of been sheared off. So there's like blackened bone in his arms sticking out. But the cure does sort of soften the blow of looking at him. Kind of has the same effect of like a mortician might have to, but this guy, he's still closed casket. Like there's no getting around that.
So, Hashote's gonna look at him and scream.
Sure.
And come down as quickly as she can. would Mend do anything at all?
If there were two parts of him that had been separated, you could put them back together, but it's gone.
What about visible bone cracking?
It could mend that. There'll be some areas where that has occurred, but it's a cantrip, so you could feel free to start trying to fix. But it's going to have like the effect that Robbie had. You could fix some things and get them looking a little bit better. But overall, he's still going to be a sort of disfigured body.
Well, as long as it's better.
This is worse than what
It.
the young woman that died in the village of Dole and was ripped apart by zombies. It's worse than that.
Decimated. Kriv, what happened?
He called the storm a coward. And then there was just the huge flash, and then this.
A coward?
A coward. It's a little hard to hear, but I'm pretty sure that was it.
Dead because he yelled at a fucking storm?
I mean, to be fair, it's a god storm, but yeah. I don't know.
What were the two of you facing? We had tiny weird little bulbs of light.
Yeah, we had little dragons. But they weren't too dissimilar from my own. Probably a little more intimidating.
But not cooler.
No.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
I don't know.
You're an asshole. Not looking at Kriv.
I was gonna say.
Not looking at Kriv.
I had to witness this.
She's very mad at Arvistan. No matter what happens, she's gonna be very angry. Well, if he's dead for good, I can bring him back for a minute and punch him in the face.
That almost seems fitting for Arvistan, but not quite as respectful as we probably ought to be.
Yeah, respectful. That's what we need to look for. Respect. He respected the group by killing himself. We're already going through what? All of these problems, and this is just what we freaking needed right now. This is ridiculous.
I understand you're upset, and he was an idiot, don't get me wrong, but I think we have to focus on probably burying him at this point.
No.
And I will take a look to see if the juice is doing anything for him.
The juice is at least having the effect that you guys were trying to have with those spells, where it's sort of growing like a plant-based replacement for the parts of him that have been lost.
No, I don't think we should bury him.
I have to agree with Hazate.
Just gonna get consumed by bugs anyway.
There's no time.
Is he at risk of becoming part of the amalgamation?
If they take him, he will be.
Can Cricket carry him?
Cricket can carry him and maybe one other person, but Mr. Kriv, are you still capable of carrying your friends?
Cannot. unfortunately. All I've got is normal spells left. I can't change into anything.
In that case, I think we have to treat him like we would the undead and burn him.
Why?
So that way he doesn't become part of the amalgamation.
He can just come with us. We can't ride a camel anyway. We gotta walk.
If we walk, we won't make it.
Well, then you're gonna have to go with one other person, and the rest of us won't make it. We don't have another camel. Unless we take a nap right now.
But you have to move quickly. There's no other way to get out of here. They are going to catch us.
Well, who do you want to take with you?
I can't make this choice.
Then take the corpse. Or take Kriv. They look hurt.
We're all hurt.
Actually, I'm okay, all things considered. The new armor is proving very beneficial.
Then Ravi can heal me, and I don't have to be hurt, or I can heal myself, and I won't be hurt anymore. I'm not leaving you guys.
I can heal you, Kriv.
So can I.
How hurt are you?
I'm quite hurt. Not 2 hit points, but 7.
Out of
31.
Okay.
I think also help myself.
How many spells do you have left?
I have most of my spells still,
Okay.
but my fancy stuff, my animals, my lightning, my breath, those are gone for the day.
At this point, I only have extremely high spells.
Can you still hide yourself?
Hide myself? Yes.
Move quietly.
For walking? To help us walk? Yes.
Derek will leap off of Cricket. He'll sort of step forward. He'll put a hand on Arvistan just for a second. He'll close his eyes, and he moves his lips, but he doesn't make any sound. And just sort of muttering something to himself. And he'll stand up again, and he'll walk back over to Cricket. Start stroking her neck on the side. And then he'll say, "We made the vow when we joined the Rangers. I told this young man about my vow. He's a ranger himself, you know. We talked a little bit last night. I dedicate my life to the preservation of New Sanctum, to its people, and to the lands that surround her. The bugs are coming. They'll have heard that noise for miles. They know something is here. But we killed the one that knew what." And he'll mount back up onto his camel. And he'll say, "Move quietly. And don't leave a trace. The forest is west of here. We will ride to the east."
Do you think that storm helped at all? It's quite loud and still moving.
They'll come here to investigate what happened. It might have scared off the judge, but not for long.
Then we keep moving.
If I leave you now, I can get them to follow me and leave you alone.
You to do that.
Please. We've already failed all the people who lived here. If we're going to die, we won't die as cowards who hid and sacrificed others.
I will slowly look at the rest of the group.
I don't like it.
Nor do I. I can give us about an hour's worth of water walk still to try to get us away, but that's pretty much all I got left as far as avoiding this goes.
Got um 2 more hours pass without a trace.
You will need it all. You're moving slowly.
You might be the last person from New Sanctum I will see ever again.
It'll ride over to you, Hazate, and it'll reach a hand out to you. Just down. To try to take your hand. Do you offer one to him?
Yeah.
He'll take your hand and he'll say, "We'll be back again, New Sanctum. You're still alive, and you will continue to live. You are the people of Tarsaria now.
Do you really think that this is good for you?
Take a deep breath, like a shaky deep breath, and look up and away from you. He sort of looks forward. He looks east in the direction that he's planning on going, where you know there are bugs following you. And say, it is good for you. I'll join my brothers and sisters.
We're gonna figure this out, Derek.
I know you will.
And she's gonna like hold his hand really tightly and like kiss him on the forehead and then let go.
It's going to say, cast your spells and flee now. I can buy you some time, but you need to use it. And he'll pat his camel. And then he's whip his rein, hut, hut, and take off.
Gotta get moving.
I will, if possible, I would take the sword, Freyr's boomerang sword, from Arvistan.
Yeah. He's not gripping it or anything. You can take it from him.
I will close his eyes. I hope that Freyr sees you into the next life, friend. I wish you well.
Luna's lying down next to Aristan. She's got her paws in front of her and her chin resting on the paws. She's got her looking up. Have you ever seen those dogs that sort of lay all the way down? Sort of nuzzled next to him.
I will look at Kriv. Do you want to try to speak with animals to Luna? To hopefully she doesn't stay here and get attacked herself?
It can be the most depressing use of this spell ever. But yeah.
You could also speak to Shell and see if she'll carry him. I don't think she'll listen to me. Get
Yeah,
that.
because she listens to me so good. Well, here goes nothing.
It's up to you what animal you want to talk to, but
I can talk to both of them. It's just a spell to talk to animals.
Yeah.
even better.
Oh boy, this is not a speech I'd had to ever think of in my life.
Yeah. What do you say to a dog whose owner died?
Yeah.
This is a wolf, of course, but same principle.
Okay. We sit down with Luna, petting her, and say, Luna, see if she looks or anything.
She'll pick her head up and look at you.
I'll say, I'm sorry, Luna. I don't think we can bring him back. I couldn't stop this. I'm sorry, but I think this is it for him. You should come with us. It'll be safer.
But Arvistan's coming too, right?
I can guess toward the Shell and ask if Shell, I would owe you so much if you would be willing to bring Arvistan with us as far as we can.
What do you mean?
He can't carry himself, and I'm afraid if any of us try to carry him, it'll slow all of us down and we'll all end here. And either he stays here, or maybe you can help us get him a little further and give him a little more dignified of a resting place at least.
Well, haven't you been carrying his dead weight this whole time?
Now is not the time, Shell.
Thank you, Shell.
I'll owe you, I promise. Whatever it is that does make you happy, if you know what that is, I promise it for you.
I'll hold you to that.
I'm sure you will. I trust that.
And Shell will not carry Arvistan on her back. She will carry him in her beak.
I think that's kind of fair at this point.
Good enough.
I don't think I would argue.
And she just kind of picks him up right away.
Yeah. Not in animal. I don't know. Just like in general, I don't know if we should. I don't like saying it, but like divide his stuff so like items aren't just on a body. I don't know. That's for you guys right now. I'm gonna keep talking to the dog.
I think we keep going as far as we can. And once we make camp, we then start looking at his stuff. But we just keep going for now.
Okay. Luna,
Shell's got it. She's got it.
I know this is a lot. It's a lot for all of us, but please come with us. At least out of this place. It's too dangerous.
Well, when Arvstan wakes up, we'll be safer, right?
I can't lie to you. I don't know that he will. I can't see how he will right now.
I'm staying with Arvstan. If he's going with you, I'll go with you.
Okay. Gonna be dangerous still for a little bit, but we're going to somewhere safer.
Don't hurt him. You be careful, okay?
We'll be careful, but this is hard. I don't know if I feel like I'm talking to like a kid. I would have a much different conversation with like a kid than like a person that's just in denial.
He likes fish. Do you have any fish?
I think he's the closest thing to fish we have right now.
When we get close to some water, I'll get him some fish. It's his favorite treat.
Yeah, we can look for some, but this might be it, Luna. This might be his last sleep.
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll still look for some fish, though.
I like fish too.
Yeah. You can have it. He was being a jerk.
I will, as they're talking to the dog, I will cast Walk on Water for everybody.
Sure.
I do imagine I am sitting in the sand barking back and forth right now. And then Shell just picks up the body.
It's like weird, like gurgles and stuff, like the
odd squawk.
Okay.
Are we good? Are we good to move, Kriv?
I think so, yes. Try to give Luna a little pat.
Luna's going to stick pretty close to you, Kriv, as you're walking, and sort of encourage you to also be close to Shell and Arvstan.
I can do that.
All right. So the journey will continue with a mix of water walk and pass without trace. You will come to within the sight of the tree line of the forest in front of you by the end of the day. Now, there's no guarantee that there's safety on the other side of the trees, but there's at least a more hospitable environment than the punishing sands. It's harder to track you when you're in the forest. You might not have to be so extreme. And bugs have never been known to wander in that far, although everything's different now. So it's hard to say. Do you feel comfortable sleeping that night, or do you want to press on into the woods?
How far out are we from the woods?
Within sight, but it's still probably 4 or 5 miles to actually get in there.
I don't think we should stop.
With the woods this close, I agree. We press on.
Okay, you keep heading forward. It gets dark. We've got only one person with dark vision anymore. Do you risk a light source? We do still have starlight, of course.
As long as there's some starlight, I think we just keep going. I'm not going to risk a light at this point, not until we get into the forest.
In theory, I think I can cast dark vision at my last 3rd level and then just have guide Ravi a little bit.
Sure, or maybe cast it on Shell or somebody.
I was gonna
Maybe
say,
that's,
can Shell
Oh,
see?
yeah. I forgot it can be on someone else, because everyone else is usually fine. Yeah. That might be weird for Shell, but yeah.
It'll take you well past midnight to actually reach the forest itself. When you get there, this is a different section of the forest. And it's a very large place that separates two nations, right? So when you first entered into it, it had this sort of magical, otherworldly quality. A lot of spirits and very weird plant growth and tricks and traps all over it. And then when you got further on and got past that part, you came into more traditional forest with trees and leaves, and you found the camp with all the refugees from the mountain tribes. When you get here now, it's a different part even than that. Here there are large trees that are spaced a little bit further apart. They're a lot older, and it's difficult for new growth to really spring up. So it's kind of like an ancient part of the forest, very old and weathered area. There's a story behind every tree, and there's a heavy fog that sort of rests just about 4 feet off the ground. So you don't really see the floor as you're walking on it unless you disturb the fog in front of you, which isn't too difficult. You could just wave a little bit and it'll push it aside and you can see what you're dealing with. But there's really not that much to trip yourself up on. There aren't these tiny roots or fallen saplings or thick underbrush that you would be dealing with in other parts of the forest. As long as you can see the trees, most everything else is rather flat and easy to navigate. So the fog doesn't really impede your movement in any way. What do you guys want to do from here?
Do you guys think it's getting safe enough to sleep?
We'll have to, because inevitably we'll hit something else. We'll be useless if we don't.
I agree. I think we should make camp.
How far in do you want to make camp? Do you want to sleep during the day?
I'm not necessarily opposed, but I don't know if I want to keep traveling in this fog through the night.
Well, if we're going to sleep, I can cast 2 messages to people. Are there people you want to let know we're here?
I mean, obviously I'd like to let Father Gregor know, but I don't necessarily know if that's the most pressing thing at the moment. Maybe Ziella is the correct person to contact in this situation?
I don't know. She pretty much told me to F off last time.
Any use to warning the family that will be hopefully, maybe if we can even swing by there again and get Ghost or warn them that they
That's
might
a good idea. We should call the Goads.
They might be in a path of danger regardless of if we go by there.
Alright, what do you want to say to them?
25 words.
I had to tell the dog that Arvistan was dead, so I'm gonna pass this one off right now.
Robbie, what do you want to say to the Roper Goads? The Goads family. The Roper Goads, the one.
The one, the only.
The one singular Roper Goads.
I would say that bugs have destroyed New Sanctum. Arvistan has perished. Might not be safe where you're at.
Eric.
Coming to get horse.
Well, here's that magical deer. Thank you.
That's 19, but I think that covers kind of what we needed to.
Can you find us?
Can
Well,
you
they're not going to know
find
where
us?
we are.
Yeah.
We don't know where we are.
We don't know where we are. Wait. How many more did I have? Like 2?
Did you say, can you find us?
Yeah.
2 more words.
Old trees.
I mean, if you need more words, you can take out the bits about Arvistan. And that gives you 4 more words, but I don't know how much more descriptive you're going to be able to be in
know,
order
right?
to find us.
No, I think
Can I make a
Old trees is
survival
good.
check to get a more definitive answer as to where we are? In relation to the goads.
Sure. Or nature, if you prefer.
I'll take the wisdom check, thank you very much. That is a 16.
You don't even need to really identify your surroundings to get an idea. You know that when you were fleeing with Derek, you made a U-turn and went a little bit further north. So you've re-entered the forest further north than where you exited it. You were pretty close to the mountain range when you were coming through before, and now you'd say you're probably a lot closer to the coast on the northern side. Although the forest itself stands up on a cliff face. So it doesn't go up to the water necessarily.
So what about northern side near the coast?
that's a lot of words.
That's why we take out the stuff about Arvistan. I think that'll give us just enough words.
We could always say forest near coast.
That might work.
It's vague enough. Forest near coast, and then Arvistan, instead of it being Arvistan has perished, we're just gonna say he's dead.
So Arvistan dead?
I'm dead. He's just dead.
Okay.
We're gonna have to get more blunt with these messages.
All right, so the information you're giving him is that Arbstead died. You are in the forest near the coast. You are asking him to meet you, locate you, and meet you.
Mm-hmm.
And this is directed towards Roper, the older gentleman, the guide that you had. Okay.
Yeah.
He'll say, a little out of the way, pretty far up north. I mean, is that little? Out as one.
Yeah.
Pretty far up north. He's not like a magician, so it's not really prudent to him to be limiting his words necessarily.
He's got fusion words we don't have.
Just head west from there to get back to the city. I could send your horse with... And then he ran out.
Roper! No! Oh, shit.
You have another message, don't you?
Yes. Do you want to waste it on him?
I mean, if he's going to tell us where to pick up the horses, it could save us days worth of time getting back to the city.
Fine. Is there anything else you want to say to him? Should I message his daughter instead? She seems more competent with this. Maybe she knows how to use a cell phone. I don't know.
I would say we just ask questions about the horse. As it go, we'll head west towards city. Where can we pick up horses?
Horses? No, our
We
horse.
only have one.
Well, that's what I mean. Our horse. We're going to pick up the horse.
Horses. That implies where can we get a new horse? I don't want a new horse.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
You can keep ours.
Where are horses?
We don't want it anymore.
could say ghost instead of horses. He knows the horse's name.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna pick up Ghost.
Heading west. Want to pick up Ghost. Where should we find her? Her? Is Ghost a girl?
No, Ghost is a male horse.
Oh, okay. Where can we find him?
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, like I was saying,
Oh my god.
I could send your horse with Deacon up the river. You could catch him in Korenia.
Do you think he knows about this war thing?
Probably not, but you got a message, Rob?
Nope, I used my final 3rd level spell, so we didn't get attacked by bugs.
We're gonna end up killing this kid anyway, aren't we?
Everybody dead. Everybody dead.
At this point, Arvistan has a whole head again.
Ooh, crazy.
It's sort of like a base of roots underneath, with flower petals over top to sort of make a skin layer on it.
Well, guys, I was gonna ask if it'd be a good idea to take him to my girlfriend. But I feel like I just remembered that she doesn't like him very much.
That's fair.
Maybe that won't work well.
Yeah, he a little bit
Just a
burned that
thought.
bridge too.
And I also get the feeling that your girlfriend would probably get him to enter a pact with her deity thing, and I don't necessarily know if we want that.
Look, buddy, that's not my problem. That's his decision. He wants to do it all by all means. He killed himself, so
I did not kill myself. What the?
what? Shut up, ghosts.
Can't hear that. Nothing happened.
But while we are here, we should take his stuff.
Ooh.
Now you can
If
join
we-
in, Jason. Tell us what Arvistan has on him.
Robbie knows. I was telling him.
Yeah, I sent me a message. He's got a couple of vials, and hang on.
If I didn't have to speak to that guy twice, we could have just talked to him.
1 fire flask and 1 acid flask and a ruby.
That's it. Pretty sure you had like 16 more pots.
Nah, not really. I got 2 pots of grubs, but you don't need that. oh, I got drugs that I picked up from the castle. If you guys
He does
want
have
that.
castle drugs. Now the ghost is dealing to us. This is weird.
I mean, I'll be like searching through his stuff. And I'll be taking some of these things and kind of putting them down, and I'll come to the castle drugs, and I'll look at like Hazote. Do you know what these do?
You're hilarious. I didn't know what they did the first time.
Oh, and don't forget, I have a torn off fairy purse as well.
All right, I'll take
That
the
I
fairy
kept.
purse. I want the fairy purse that was once covered in dog saliva and vomit.
Yep. There you
And
go.
we're gonna have to divvy up his money. How much money has he got?
36.5 gold.
You
Uh,
broke
I was
one
the
in
one-
half.
12 each.
I was the one that bought the horse and all that stuff, so we honestly didn't get that much. I
12
spent the most.
is enough.
Shell will take those pots of grubs.
Fantastic.
I was gonna say,
Thank
is
you.
there any jerky or anything left we can give Luna?
Oh yeah, I had dry meat with me.
I'm gonna pet Shell while she's eating and tell her she's a good girl.
She's going to give you the look. That's kind of like... And just keep eating.
I don't care. I'm a proud mom.
She eats a
You can
bunch
be
of
mad
grub.
all you want, teenager.
She sticks her head like right into that pot of grub. Her beak is like in the shape of an axe, of course, so she can't really get it all the way in. So she has to kind of like stick out a big birdie tongue to like grab some. And she just gets like big piles of them, and some of them just start like climbing up on her beak and like climbing over top of her, and she doesn't care.
I'm glad you're having fun, Shell. Having a good time. Do you want me to dump those out?
She'll kick it over herself.
Oh, okay. Good. She's got it.
Probably just break the second pot.
That's okay. Don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, so that's all Arvisan stuff.
How did we sleep? I guess I'll just keep all the vials. I know we didn't really divvy it up that well.
It's fine by me.
Got a lot of pockets right now. Grif's got a pocket of ammo.
I do. Should use the slingshot against the storm.
I can take first watch.
Shoulda. All right. You guys can take first watch, but I see in the dark. I'm just saying.
So do you want me to take third watch instead? Where it's
Maybe
a
I
little
should
brighter?
take first watch. It's dark out.
Okay, you can take first watch. I'll take the last watch.
I still won't be able to see, but I can take second watch.
Well, it was past midnight when we got there, yeah?
Okay.
All the time.
Yeah.
Plus, if we're doing a fire or anything and already have light, I can. It's fine.
Do you want to build a fire or not?
I don't know. Would it matter at this point?
Who
Or
knows?
just cause new problems?
All right. So I have a question. Would I be able to use Song of Rest? And it would be completely like irrelevant if we end up sleeping the whole night through.
Right.
The last couple people end up waking up partway through, that would still be like a short rest, right?
Yeah, they would get the benefits of a short rest.
Okay, so can I cast Song of Rest even though we're sleeping at different times?
For just in case something happens. Sure.
Yeah, regardless of, yeah.
We'll hold it in the back pocket in case
Cool.
something happens. So we're having Hajite take a watch at first with the dark vision. Do we have a fire going, or are we going to avoid that?
I did not start one before Hazote's watch. I don't think so.
I wouldn't start one. Nor would I be good at starting one anyway.
Sure.
We love to cook and I don't have flame powers, so.
All right. So you sit there in the dark. There's a little bit of starlight, but you're in tree cover now, so that doesn't all penetrate through. Make a perception check, Hajite.
$19.
You hear a distant noise, although it's too far away for you to see anything. There's not really that underbrush, but there will be some dead leaves on the ground that can be shuffled around and put up a little bit of a racket. So you hear something shuffling through the leaves off in the distance, very far away. You don't think a threat to you or the people sleeping near you. But you will hear also in that same direction a quiet moan.
Oh shit, zombies. Gotta be. There's no other explanation.
But it doesn't come any closer to you. In fact, you hear it going further away from you.
Cool. I'm not gonna panic, but I do believe that they're zombies for sure.
And whose watches next? Kriv's? Is that what I heard?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
Ravi called third.
Kriv, are you going to light a fire? Because it's still dark when you start your watch.
I don't think I'd be able to see, like, literally anything without it. Or without some sort of light.
Okay. So, is that a yes?
Do you want campfire or do you want like hand flame?
Well, that's what I was about to see was I don't know how much 10-foot radius and then dim light for another 10. I guess I'd do that. That's my closest in between. It's just my little
Sure.
little
I mean,
bit of hand
that's
fire.
enough to be like, oh, something's right here. Let's, get everybody
Yeah.
woken up, even if they have to fight right now.
And hopefully no like smoke or anything huge.
Sure. How'd you tell Kriv about what you heard on your watch?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Kriv, I think there are zombies. I heard moaning out there, but just one, and he was pretty far away, and he kind of walked further away, but gotta be undead. For sure.
Just what we needed.
Alright, good night!
Good night.
Kriv, I'll have you make a perception check.
Okay. 5.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine. Nothing.
Yeah. Is
You were
Luna
blind for a minute.
sleeping?
Luna sleeps next to Arvistan's body. The sun will rise during your watch, Kriv, towards the end of it. And you could wake up Ravi for his. Finish your full rest.
Let him know what Hajite told me.
Sure.
Of course.
I didn't hear or see anything, but I'll admit I'm not at the top of my game in this current moment.
I think it's to be understood. Get some rest. I'll wake you up in a few hours.
The sun dissipates the fog, so you can see a lot more clearly through the forest. And because it's not thick with little trees, there are only just a few of these sparse large ones, you can actually see kind of far within the tree cover. You could make a perception check too, Ravi.
13.
Nothing seems to draw your interest. You do sit quietly for a little while, so you see little things like squirrels, tiny birds, all the little creatures that are waking up to spend the day foraging for food, but nothing that you think is worth waking somebody up over. And at the end of that, you will all have a full rest. And everybody can get all their spells and their hit points back. And take a moment to understand and acknowledge the death of Arvistan. That's where we'll call it for this week. For making it out of Tarsaria, you are all allowed to advance to level 6.
Not you. You're dead. You don't count.
Yeah, not
Arvistan does not go to level 6. He died at level 5.
No. Oh shit. How many dice did you roll? I can't remember.
16.
16 dice.
16 D10.
Oh my god. That's too many.
Not too many. That was not the worst that the storm can do.
You're a
That was
butthole,
done?
Jason, you butthole.
I love you too, Demi.
I was wondering when it would catch up to you. I didn't think it would be
I know,
today.
right?
100% avoidable.
I honestly
thought
do
for sure
not.
he would live. I thought for sure something stupid would happen and he would live.
That would
As soon as he said legendary action, I said, well, see ya.
I would like to thank everybody for playing. This was a nice session. Unexpected. Didn't think that somebody was going to die, but
Hey,
sometimes it
happens.
happens. Thank you to everyone for watching. especially to an older Dragonborn, the father of Kriv, who is celebrating a birthday tomorrow.
Oh my god.
Your present is a dead sea elf.
My
You're
pleasure.
welcome.
Everybody good for next week?
Maybe, I don't know.
We'll have you here, Jason. You'll still be
I
here.
mean, I'll be here for
You're just gonna sit for the rest of the campaign and watch.
Yeah,
That's
no
the
new
punishment.
characters.
I'm
Just
down. I'm down.
you only talk when I summon you.
Oh, that would be freaking hilarious.
Usually
We have
my
to carry
move.
your corpse around somehow.
We usually my move is to not have you re-roll a new character until the rest of the party has given up on you.
Okay.
So the
Oh
long-
Fair
no.
enough.
Good luck
Fair
with that. I
How
have
should-
so much hope, Arviston.
Demi already said, "Fuck that, leave him there."
That's true.
No, I wanted to give you to my girlfriend.
I mean, I would have set you on fire, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I know,
he
right?
Burned you in the desert.
Something like that, right?
And now you're mostly wood anyways, you'll burn real good.
He will burn good.
We used
Hey.
the cool acorn juice on you for nothing.
I know.
But do you use it all though, or you still have some? It has
You gotta
3
use
pores.
Oh, did it? Yeah, that's right. It had a number of pores, so that's one down.
So you got 2 more pores, so you guys are good.
You better come back or something, because what a waste of a beautiful gift.
Ravi, keep
I'm gonna have to
Luna.
kill another deer.
Keep Luna. Luna is all yours. I don't want, or Kriv if you want him, want her. I don't want Hashate fitting Luna to Shell. That's all
Why
I
do I
gotta
do
say.
that? I love animals way more than other people.
I don't know how to break this to you. I am the worst animal handler in the group by a lot.
You know who's the best? The one who can dance like a bird.
And can't even touch her own bird because he'll snap at you.
She didn't snap at me. She rolls her eyes like a teenager now.
Shell loves Kriv more than you. Let's put it that way.
Every other day.
Yeah, it's every other day,
I was
but
gonna
I've
say,
seen it
I don't
more
know.
affectionate to Kriv.
I did get carried once.
I mean, that does
Her
fit
own
the teenager
volition.
thing, though. Like, I love Auntie more than you. I mean, that's what's going on here. It's okay.
I love her. I'm proud of my baby.
We'll see what happens with Arvistan's body next week. Until then, goodbye. This is the end of the stream. End of the episode.
Peace.
Good night.
Other arm.
Night.